Hey guys, Chris here. Welcome back. And today we're going to be going with another episode of a tutorial for prep on wearing the uniform. Because before we wear your uniform in ROTC, you need to make sure that it's properly cleaned and make sure it doesn't have any wrinkles in it. See, now most people would put their uniform at the dry cleaners to let the dry cleaners do it. But me personally, I prefer to straighten out my uniform personally to make sure that I can do any personal things that I need to do to it. So guys, let's go ahead and get started. So here we have my desk, and this is where we're going to be doing our ironing. Right here we have the iron, and here's the towel. Now there are many ways to get your clothes ironed, but I prefer to do my clothes with the towel underneath. So what we do is we take the towel and we unfold it all the way, get it spread out everywhere. Alright, now that the towel is laid out with the iron, now we have to plug it in. I'm going to just plug it in right here, and then now, right here, the red light turns on saying that it's auto off. And when we're ready to start our ironing, what we do is we bring the iron up in between wool. We put it at wool because the JRTC uniform has cotton and polyester in it. So you put it in the middle right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the pants, and I'll be right back. So here we have the JRTC uniform pants laid out all nice and neatly. As you can see, it's a wrinkled mess, which is why we're ironing it today. So what we're going to do first is when you're ironing, you don't iron with cloth on cloth. So you want to lift up this. You want to lift it all the way up here. And just lay it down nicely like this. So that way you have this nice flat area. Now, we're going to go ahead and start by taking the iron and then putting it on the correct setting that it needs to go on. Okay, so now that the iron is on its perfect setting, now we're going to go ahead and start ironing. But before you iron, there's a few safety cautions. Don't touch the black pad right there. It's extremely hot. And you always want to make sure there's water right in here and fill it to the max. Now, when you're ironing, you want to go ahead and just start like this, go up and down. You don't want to go too fast, because if you go too fast, it won't get iron. And you don't want to stay in one spot too long, or it's going to go burned. So, the front of that leg is done. Now we're going to go to that leg over there. Actually, what we're going to do is flip the pants around, and we're going to do the other side of this leg. And then we're going to go to that one. So you see all these wrinkles right here? Watch this. Bam. No wrinkles. Oh, forgot a spot. Now we're going to go to the other leg. So since you guys pretty much know the gist of it, I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick detail of what it looks like. I'm just going to go to straight on and for it. Without telling you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and iron it. I'm going to iron both sides, and then I'll show you the after results. So I'll be right back. So here's the after result of ironing the pants. Nice and neat. Now I'm going to go hang the pants up, and I'll show you the after result of them hanging up. So there is the pants hanging up, all nice and neat. Now you need to remember, when you hang up your pants, you put together the bottom of the legs, and then you put the legs through the top right there, and then it hangs slightly on the side, and then you hang them up in your closet. Now we're going to go to the shirt. So now that the shirt is laid down, you want to come back over here, and you want to look at the directions. Now the directions right here say it's 65% polyester and 35% cotton. So we want to come over here to this and we want to put it on wool because it's in between cotton and polyester. So now we want to when you're doing the shirt, you want to do it similar to the pants. You want to make sure that none of the cloth is overlapping any of the other cloth. That could turn out to ruin your uniform. Now, you want to take the iron and you want to just casually bring it over the clothes. Don't keep it in one spot for too long. It will burn it. And you want to just do it like this. So now that that's done, you can even feel it all nice and smooth and warm, very warm. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over to its back, to the other side of the shirt, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so now we're on the other side of the shirt. Now we're going to do similar to what we were doing with the other side of the shirt. We're going to place the iron down and just start sweeping it over here. Remember, not too fast and not too slow. Too slow, you'll burn the shirt, and too fast, you won't iron it properly. Alright, so now that's done. What we're going to do now is we're going to move the shirt to its back, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now our uniform is on its front, so because we're doing its back. So now we're going to take the iron and we're going to sweep it over the uniform's back. Now remember, you want to make sure that none of the cloth is overlapping, because you see this right here, how it started to bend. You want to make sure that you try to flatten that out as much as possible so that it doesn't try to bend like that again. And then you see that little crease right there? That'll just come out with the iron going over it. You want to make sure that you flatten it. Alright, so you guys pretty much know the gist of it. I'm going to go ahead and iron the back of the shirt, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so now the shirt is done. As you can see, it's all nice. Now you need to always remember, before you iron the shirt, take off all the extra utilities. The ribbons, your name tag, star and crest, and your shoulder pads. Now, the uniform is done. Next is the tie. Now, since my tie is perfectly fine, I don't have to iron it because there's no wrinkles in it or any creases. But you can do the tie, just make sure that you got to make sure that no cloth is over the cloth. So that's pretty much it. I'll be right back. So that's pretty much it, guys, for ironing your uniform. Thank you guys for coming in today. I hope my advice was helpful to you. I hope you take it into consideration. Now remember, there are multiple ways to iron your clothes. This is not the only way. And also you need to take the right safety precautionary you need to be safe while you're doing this, alright? Don't touch the metal plate, and don't put cloth over cloth. It will burn. And don't stay in one spot for too long. That will also burn. And don't go too fast, because then you won't iron your clothes. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. Next video you can expect either polishing shoes with shoe polish or wearing the uniform, how to put the uniform on correctly. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.